What's up? First of all, can you guys see me? I want to make sure everybody can see me. It's a little bit dark. It's been raining all day today. Weather's not super great here in North Texas. So I want to make sure you guys can see me. So if you can see me, say hello and let me know that you guys can see me, because that would be cool. So here's what I want to talk to you about today. Welcome to this edition here, May 11th, 2021. By the way, May 11th is my guy, my best friend growing up. His name is Kyle Crandall. May 11th is Kyle Crandall's birthday. I love Kyle and his family. Like, these people are super important and special to me. So May 11th, happy birthday, Kyle. Love you, man, and I can't wait to see you and your wonderful family again. So look, welcome to May 11th Solutions Everyday Edition video. And I'm going to talk to you about the one thing I never, ever want you to do with your clients, ever. Now, it might sound obvious what I'm about to say, but it's actually much more subtle than you would think. So here's the thing. Never, ever argue with your clients. Now, I'm sure when you heard me say that, the first thought is like, of course I wouldn't argue with my client. But in our heads, we think of arguing as like yelling back and forth and name calling and arguing being synonymous like with a fight. But arguing is basically when you take a different position than your client. And let me explain to you how it happens. If I say to my client, what are your best hopes from our talking? And the client says, I want my husband to wait on me hand and foot. I want my husband to give me all the money in the world. I want my husband to like do everything I ask him to do. Or I want my kid. Something just flew over my head. I kind of think it was like a bat. But anyway, I want my kiddo to do whatever I tell him to do. Like, we have to accept that is what the client wants to achieve. If I take a position of anything else, I'm rejecting that that's the client's reality, and I'm now in an argument, right? So think about this, and this happens all the time, right? So let's talk about it in the context of like couples therapy. Now, I teach people, you got to get the couple to be on the same page about the outcome that they're hoping to achieve. So if I say to one partner, what do you best hope from our talking? And the partner says, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. And the other partner says, I want this relationship to survive. I can't ignore one of those desires. Because once I do, then the person that I am not attending to will experience me as being contrarian to them. And I'm now in an argument. So I have to have a way of accepting what the client says is true, but then asking another question. So here's what I mean. If I say, what are you best when we're talking? And the wife says, I don't know, I'm just using the wife at random. The wife says, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. I can't then say, but what about if we can fix it? Or what about if we can make it different? Or what about the husband changes? I can't say that because now I'm challenging what she said she wanted. And I can't say to the husband, so what are you best when we're talking? And I want this relationship to survive. But she doesn't seem to want it anymore. So, I can't say those things because now I'm challenging what they've told me they wanted. So I have to be able to go beyond that. And I have to say to that wife, so let's suppose after therapy, you and your husband decide it's not a good idea to be together. What difference do you hope you will experience after the relationship ends? And let's say she says, well, I'll finally be happy. Well, good. So now we know that happy is the thing that she wants. And let's say I say to the husband, so let's suppose after successful therapy, she does decide to stay in the relationship. What difference do you hope that makes in your life? Oh, I would feel nice and secure. And here's the magic. Instead of arguing with them and trying to get them on the same page, I'm now going to say, well, suppose you woke up tomorrow, and who knows, maybe you're together, maybe you're not. But you wake up tomorrow and you have happiness and you have that sense of security. What would you notice? Do you see how I made it not reliant upon whether or not we were together or not? I accepted both of their answers, and then I built a question that had the outcome they both wanted in it that was not reliant upon the decisions of the other people. Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? So one of the big mistakes we make in therapy is we accidentally end up in arguments with our clients because we're not accepting the words, we're not accepting the reality that they want to create. And we accidentally end up either dismissing or challenging the reality that the couple wants to create, or in this case, couple, but client of any sort, of any kind. So some of solution-focused therapy is like being able to navigate those relationships and those conversations without accidentally giving a contrary response to what your client is saying. Because the moment you don't accept what the client is saying is the moment you lose that client, because you are now in a contrary position to what the client is telling you that you wanted, and what they wanted, and I'm telling you, you cannot win a contrary position. So we have to have this way of not arguing with our clients, just accepting what they said is their truth, and then building a question in the way that I just displayed that helps them live in that truth and helps them participate in this conversation and helps them feel as though I'm not taking one position or the other. I'm just helping you guys achieve the outcome that you told me you wanted to have. So that's the magic of solution-focused brief therapy. And another thing that'll help you understand that is solution-focused brief therapy is actually not about what the client wants. I know that might sound crazy, and a lot of people have said like solution-focused about what the client wants. It's actually not about what the client wants. Solution-focused is about what the client wants to achieve. And there's a difference. There's a difference between what the client wants and what the client wants to achieve. So we have to do a really good job of helping the conversation shift towards what the client wants to achieve and not be about what the client wants. So does that make sense? Do you guys follow that? Give me a like. Hit the love button, hit the like button. Let me know that what I'm saying makes sense, resonates, hits home, and you understand the importance of being able to have conversations where you accept the client's reality, you accept what the client is saying, and you don't take a position that goes opposed to that, because once you do that, you are now in an argument with your client, and I don't want you to be in an argument with your client, because that's the quickest way to turn what could be a beautiful solution-focused conversation into a significant struggle. So, anyway, it looks like it's going to start raining again. It is like super duper pouring. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is like super duper. I mean, it's not pouring right now, but it's been pouring for days and days and days and days and days and days and days. This has just been a super cold, rainy, wet May. And to be honest with you, I don't mind it, because the opposite of that is hot as hell May, because I live in Texas where it can get hot as hell. And I don't want it to be that hot. So I am enjoying that we get a respite from this heat, and pretty good, I guess. So anyway, that's it, guys. Have a great evening. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Please, like this video, share this video with your colleagues that are interested in doing solution-focused brief therapy and interested in this topic. That would mean the world to me. And I will see you tomorrow in the next video.